right, Coach, I know this is not the way you wanted this thing to end, but I'll tell you, all the games I've seen this year, the defensive performance I saw on this field from your squad tonight was unbelievable. What were the adjustments you made from the first loss of this team to come in here in the championship game and to have them perform the way they did?
Yeah, so it's kind of ironic that the last time we played them, we were a 3-4 scheme on defense, and we really didn't think that we had the personnel to be 4-3, which is what we want to be. But we kind of got healthy after we played them, and so we just said, listen, we were having trouble stopping the run game. We need to move back to the 4-3, and we've been 4-3 ever since. We hadn't lost until tonight, and again, it just really helped our personnel out, our backers, all three pretty good players, and it's really helped them be more active and generate more tackles for loss and get them on blitzes and pressuring the quarterback. So that's kind of what we've done in the past 5-6 weeks, and our guys have just completely bought in, and their effort has been phenomenal. And like you said tonight, man, they just absolutely got after it, and a couple turnovers that led to 14 points for them, I think ended up being the difference, and couldn't get off the field there late in the fourth quarter. So.
Yeah, I think that was what made it more incredible. Your defense was on the field a lot longer tonight,
yes,
and they still brought it on every down.
Yes. Yeah.
Can you talk about any of the individual performances on defense that really showed out tonight?
Yeah, I think up front, our two senior defensive ends, Josh Owens and Indiana Moen, I think they played just super well. Christian McLemore at defensive tackle, I think he had 2 or 3 tackles for loss. He was in the backfield all night, being held and just getting after it. Carson Carpenter was a standout at linebacker. Colby Gerard, Jetta Hase, Luke Rothfer on defense. Those guys have just, Luke and Jetta Hase play both ways, and they have just their leadership, their competitive edge. They took our secondary to the next level this year, and in the last 5 weeks, our defense has responded, getting Colby back. I'm glad to see him be able to finally play in the state championship game since he got hurt last year. But just super proud of those guys and the effort and the leadership that they brought with our younger guys. And like you said, man, the effort was just phenomenal.
Coach, it seemed like you did have a great game plan offensively. It just the execution didn't come together tonight. How frustrating, obviously, it really is. Can you just talk about the overall play of your offense coming into this game of the season?
Yeah, I think we had been clicking fairly well. Throwing the ball well, we had been running the ball fairly well, and they didn't do anything defensively that we weren't prepared for. So we had a couple turnovers, just a couple missed throws, a couple missed blocks, just the execution at key points on certain drives after we got a turnover. You're just not able to convert. I think ended up being the difference in the game, but. When we executed, we did very well.
Let's talk about the overall class. Your seniors in here, the winningest class that you've had. These kids have seen back-to-back state championship appearances.
Yeah.
Just talk about the characters and the individuals you have.
I think this has been the best senior group we've had, just as far as pure leadership, their ability. They are absolutely the reason we've been to 2 straight state finals. A lot of skill players in that group, but you had Josh and Indiana up front on D-line, and just the effort, the leadership day in, day out at practice, pushing their teammates, and again, that competitive edge. That's where those guys really brought it, and they hold a special place in my heart for kind of the way they've molded our program change in the last 4 to 5 years as we've gotten better and better and starting to get over that 8-win mark every year. Again, just so super proud of that group.